What's up, everybody? Crazy day today. I'm sorry, I was tired. Look, I just got home not too long ago. I'm didn't do a video a couple days ago, so I don't even have all my thoughts straight. So forgive me, but I wanted to do this video here because you can see it looking at this bar that I got drawn. This little yellow area. This is where I thought we was going to, and it didn't make it. So I totally flipped. Okay, now I'm bearish. And yeah, I didn't like the action. I was definitely expecting us to kind of get over this 2650 mark and just, but it kind of didn't make it. So I'm pretty bummed out, disappointed. Shoot, lost some money today. And so I wound up just getting out of all the positions, and now just take it. I'll just suck it up and take it like a man. Because yeah, it was a bad day, and the thing is, I'm a little frustrated with myself. Well, it's not my fault. You know, you gotta have a thesis or a prediction, and you trade around it. So it's not my fault. But I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so so I'm not that pissed off because I have to get out. I can't continue to be wrong. See, it's okay to be wrong, but you can't continue to be wrong. And hopefully I'm not continuing to be wrong. Hopefully, and I sold out, so hopefully I didn't just call the bottom and we do head my way and go straight up. Who knows? That's typical, right? But and I'm not gonna go short, even though I do think it's a pretty good short, especially if we check back a little bit. But I'm just not good at shorts. I just suck at it. So no, I can't go short. I've just gotta wait. I'm just gotta wait for maybe another bear market rally. Right. Shoot, so I wanted to, where are we? The stock market just closed. Where's the Dow over here? The Dow closed down 973 points. SPX 114, or SPY, whatever. S&Ps. So yeah, that's it, man. So it's really that simple. So let me zoom in a little bit closer here, and I'm going to show you what I was expecting. Can I bring it over here? And you can see when we was right there, right? And I kind of drew that little thing off to the right. Let me go ahead and show you the whole thing. There we go. And I'm sorry I'm not with it. I'm not my old happy self. I'm just tired. Gosh, been working a lot. You still see, if you look right there, it just looks like we was gonna bust through. So I was putting on positions just like, oh yeah, we're going, we're getting ready to go higher, So, and I even drew a line to where we think we was gonna go. And generally for a fib, we at least go to the 50. We at least go to the 50 percent retracement, and we didn't make it. We at least go to the, I was hoping we go to the 50 and possibly even the 61.8. I didn't think we would make it that hard, but I thought we could make it to the 50. We only made it to the 38.2, right there. I mean, we basically right there. So, and then now we check back all the way down to the 23.6. I think it looks like it kind of held today's action, but nah, it ain't gonna hold. I think it's gonna go lower, and we're gonna test those bottoms. We're gonna test it, right? So, and possibly even go lower. I mean, some bad news came out today, right? Can't even say your name. Titanium and Wedge. What's up? Yeah, so I was, I don't know how you was trading or whatever, but yeah, I'm a little disappointed about the action. So, bad news today. New York came out and said, if you get on a ventilator, only 20%, you only got a 20% chance of living. I thought ventilators saved your life, and we making all these ventilators, but he said if you get on a ventilator, you only have a 20% chance of living. And the longer you're on the ventilator, the more odds are is that you ain't gonna make it. When that news came out, the market just started going lower. That was huh? What? Well, we making all these ventilators. So it's it just looks bad. Florida finally today, just a couple of hours ago, decided to do stay at home. That's what, I wanted to kind of get on here and do a I want to get on here and show you some charts, show you some action. Let me see if I can bring this over here, and I'll see if I can find it. What was the story I was reading? Is it Florida? Mayor Bill Durana. Yeah, I don't see it. I was reading it on my phone. I think this is it. The updates map. I don't see it. See, I need to check this out before we go. Let me see. The current biggest job losses. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't want to bore y'all with that, but basically, it was just a map of showing who all the states that have to stay at home and which ones don't, and the infections. And it was a nice little chart where you could just glance at it and be like, wow, that's kind. I didn't even know, And New York has it bad, and it's funny how California once had it bad. It was Seattle, Washington, then Washington, and then California, and then New York. Now California only has 8,000 cases, but New York 103,000. And what needs to happen, the states need to kind of learn from other states. Like I don't think New York learned from California, but now they're the lead. So other states need to learn, because the mayor, governor, whatever is de Blasio, whatever is governor, what's it, Cuomo? Is it Cuomo, de Blasio? One of those guys. Anyway, they're doing good things over there. I think they're doing their best, and other states need to learn. I can't believe Florida now is just doing a stay at home, having all those beach parties and spring breaks, and it just is what it is. And then you get a lot of seniors live down there, and I don't know. It just sucks that everybody's doing their own thing. We really need to fight. Just take the pain together. Just take the pain, so we could be done with it. You know what I mean? 2 weeks, hopefully, we'd be done with it. But I don't think that's going to happen, because not everybody's doing the stay at home. It's starting to be most states, but not everybody. Well, you said we will test. Yeah, I think you said we will test 2237? 22. Yeah, that's where we're going. I really feel we're going there. I would love to buy some puts. Yeah, everything is lined up. It's almost an easy trade. It's almost a slam dunk easy trade. I might put the trade on if we open up higher. If we go a little higher, I might put the trade on. But I just suck when the markets are going down. So I'm just not gonna go there. Yeah, and we was down to when you want to go short, the market doesn't let you in. That's why we opened down 600-700 points, and you should have been short already at that point. But look up here in yesterday's candle. I didn't do a video yesterday. I didn't like these last 2 days action. This one was okay. What was that? Today is Wednesday. So Monday was, wait a minute. So this is Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Yeah, Friday was but then I was like, it's Friday. Of course, I don't expect you to be blasting, ripping higher going over the weekend. And then Monday came. All right, I was like, end of quarter. Because when it's like this, it needs to happen. But it didn't happen. And then Tuesday, I was so disappointed when I saw the futures. Wednesday, I saw the futures down 600 points. I'm like, oh man, hopefully it bounces back, because I'm like, that's not supposed to happen. When you're this bullish, you see how tight the candle ranges got, and then next thing you know, we're gonna be a huge gap down. So I was like, all right, it's cool, because if we gap down and we kind of bring it right back up, it's even better. You know what I mean? So, but no reversal whatsoever, and it just basically almost closed on its lows, but almost. And wait, hold on, I got the 4-hour chart. I wonder why I'm confused. Let's pull it in there now. There we go. Okay, so yesterday was Tuesday. That's Tuesday's candle. And Monday, Monday was kind of positive. Is this Monday? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, so Monday was looking good. Friday sucked, just as predicted. Monday was better, right? Looks like we're getting ready to blast through. And then Tuesday's like, all right, we'll hold on a little bit. And then boom, gap down. I'm like, no, game over. So during the half of the day, right around 12:30, once the market started going lower, I just got out of all my positions and just took the losses. My positions could have still worked, because I was selling puts at the 220 area and lower. So if I really believed we was going up, I would make money, but I think we're going down, and we can get to that 2,200 mark like tomorrow with the way this market's been, but pretty damn quick. So I just got out, and I'm just gonna watch. It sucks, man. I like being in VicMed. Yep, have to sacrifice. We had to sacrifice a little to stay home. Yeah, and they're just not doing it. It's just weird. Okay, we all have to do it. We all just have to take. If we're gonna close, damn near America's closed already. So just take the pain. Just do it. Throwing trillions at the problem, which is good. They was talking about the Treasury Secretary Mnuchin was talking about these free loans. They're not necessarily free for the small business, but if you keep your employees, the loan is forgiven. Talk about free money, and I don't know how you qualify. I don't know if it's big business, small, but take the loan, and if you keep all your employees, I imagine you have to have employees. So how many employees? Free money. The loan's forgiven. That's like, wow, that's great. So I guess, I don't know, the market don't like that. I think it was just really negative off of these deaths, and it started, the futures went hard negative when Trump said, the expected deaths, it's between 100,000 and 240,000. It's going to be a rough 2 weeks, he said. And I'm like, so is these deaths going to happen in the next 2 weeks, or just until we're done with this thing? So he said up to 240,000 people can die. And then the futures was hard, and never looked back. So I'm confused. Does he mean in the next 2 weeks? And it kind of came out of nowhere, because New York only has, what do they have? I don't know, 2,000 deaths, 3,000, somewhere in there. And now it's going to 240,000 in 2 weeks, or I don't know. I'm just confused about that. And there you have it. So I just wanted to make this video, because I don't even think I was going to make a video today, because I've just been working hard. Lots of mails coming through. I mean, not a lot of letters, but a lot of packages is coming through. Titanium, you said, I think it'll take weeks before. You do? You think it's going to? I don't know, man. I think it's going to be fast. And the VIX, I love the VIX the last few days. Didn't like it today, but not too bad. The percentage today was down. It was up 6%. That's not bad. The VIX was trending down, and it still is for the most part. Let's pull up the 4 hour maybe. So it's not, I like the VIX. The VIX was, it started off negative, actually. It was down 600 to 700 points, and the VIX was it negative? It was either negative or almost flat, or up only 0.1%. And I was like, So I actually went longer, and then in the beginning of the day, and then I just sold it off at the end of the day. The VIX reversed, markets were starting to go lower. I was like, But I forgot what I was going to say about the VIX. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a slow grind down there. Look, we was down 400 points yesterday, and now we down, let's just call it a cool 1,000 today. So we down basically 1,400 in 2 days. So I just think it's going to be vicious like that. I don't know. I mean, the VIX is still at 57. So that implies big moves. So I don't think it's going to be a slow grind as if the VIX was like 15 or 18. So I think it's going to be actually kind of quick. I think people's going to get fed up with the market. What we just had, it was a little hope, little like, oh, okay, yeah, it's not too bad. And it was a great rally. It was a great time to get out. If you was down, 30-40%, we rallied back up to only be down, what was it, 17% or something like that? That was so, and I was like, wow, it's a great time to get out. Too bad I was in, but and I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to continue to buy some good high quality stocks. I heard utilities took a beat down today. Yeah, I'm in Duke. It's down 4% in my stock portfolio. And Duke, well, the utilities and the REITs, XRT, no, What's that REIT? IYR. IYR. Yeah, it's down 6.6% today because today's the first. A lot of rent is due. A lot of rent is due today. And we think, well, they think, a lot of these REITs and landlords, and they're not going to get paid, right? Companies going to say, I ain't got the money. Well, I ain't got that money. So they down hard. Utilities, I think, is the same thing because I think they're not going to get their money. People's broke. People's not working. So another thing. Oh yeah. So titanium. Remember, tomorrow's the unemployment reports tomorrow. No, the jobs point. The jobs report is tomorrow, and then Friday is the employment numbers. Right? It is called the employment number. I always say employment number or the unemployment number. I believe it's the employment number Friday. Jobs number Thursday. And if those are, we know what they're going to be. And so I just think, how could the market really rally on it? I guess it rallied on that last one, kind of. But I think this one is going to look even worse than Friday's number is going to be, because we get a good look at now what happened over the month and over March. And that's when all the turmoil was happening. So we get to kind of get a little more insight. And I just think sell, and then it's Friday's the weekend as well, and nobody wants to be long with these deaths coming out and stuff, so it'll be more selling into Friday, and then Monday might be another Black Monday kind of event. So I was thinking about all of that, and that's why I was like, you know what, I'm just going to be out. So I actually think if you think it like that, my guess is we'd be down there in about 3 days. Oh man, I don't know. I think it's going to be, put it this way. I think it's going to be, let's pull up the 4 hour. Let's kind of draw an angle line like that. And let's try to draw that same angle like that. And that puts us, hold on, I clicked off of it. That puts us at, it says, let me see, 12 bars, they 4 hour bars. It says 10 hours. Damn. 9:30. That puts us at April 6th. And April 6th is Monday. Yeah, okay, that's what it does. So if we do that little projection, we kind of keep everything symmetrical. Yeah, that and then that, it brings us to Monday, right? So it could be a nasty Monday. You said Friday's jobs both will suck. They suck so bad that it would put Monica Lewinsky to shame. Monica Lewinsky. Just make me think about that whole situation. What will make you risk? I wouldn't say he really risked getting, head in the office, but because I think it happens all the time. He just got caught. Anyway, so to him it wasn't risky because it happens all the time, but he just got caught. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So that's what I wanted to say, because I was bullish, man. I was liking that setup. Look at Amazon. Let me see how Amazon finished, because I was really liking, and Amazon still was down 2%. It was the same. You can see my little line, and you see how it peeked through. If I draw it over here, bring it like that, I was liking that. Look at that. I was liking that right there. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So what happened was this. That sucks. And I always said, when something is supposed to happen and it doesn't happen, it goes hard the other way. And that's another reason why I got out. It's just that breakout was supposed to happen. The look above, it even closed. It's the 4 hour chart. It even closed above the line, But I guess if you want to look at, let's say, this top, what's the actual top? I like the line I'm at. You know, if you look at it really close, yeah, maybe it didn't quite reach the resistance level. Oh shoot, I'm all messed up now. Pull it back down. Yeah, maybe it didn't quite reach the resistance level, but you know, I was liking that, and it's still a little time to. It needs to reverse tomorrow if this is gonna play out, but I don't know. I think it just kind of drifts to be lower. Amazon is getting a lot of bad publicity with firing that guy that was trying to organize the walkout in Staten Island, New York. And they fired him for... All right, so this guy's walking out and they fire him for failure to obey the social distancing or whatever. The company's social distancing policy. Yeah, it was definitely retaliation for this guy organizing, and I think now the city of New York is looking into it. You know, this guy might get some big money out of Amazon. He might. Until the virus is defeated, the market is playing by bear market rules. Bear market rallies inducing bear. Yeah, I agree. I thought, you know, you think of some of the good news is out, the vaccines and all that, the good news. Even that stuff is not until, like J&J said, they ain't gonna start maybe possibly doing it on an emergency basis until like January, early next year. I mean, it was just March yesterday. Between now and then, it could be a lot of deaths. You know, a lot of people. I mean, that we need something soon, and it looks like the soonest is early next year. Then you got that possible malaria drug. That one, I don't know. I think they're just still I think they're testing on real people, but I don't know how that one's going along. I don't know if that's the biggest promise we got. And then, of course, the 15-minute testing. All we got is testing promises and ventilator promises. But now, you know, why need a ventilator? You got out of every you know, if you're on a ventilator, you're gonna die. You only got 20% chance of living. You know what that is? That's an 80% chance of dying. Look, so every ventilator being made, there's an 80% chance somebody's going to die using that thing. Think of it like that. Anyway, so, yeah, very disappointed. And then what was the other bullish chart? I think it was NVIDIA, which I did not play. Look at that. Look at that reversal right there. Yeah, NVIDIA did the same thing. It peaked above. Look at that. And went boom. So, yeah. When it's supposed to happen and it don't, it goes hard the other way. NVIDIA down 8% today. And I had said AMD in that video was weak. It was looking like it was breaking out like every other video, every other stock, and I said it's weak. I don't like it. And look at NVIDIA. Yeah, this was the line here. Let's draw right about here. And it was looking weak in there. I didn't like the consolidation, and then look at NVIDIA. So generally when these happens, so this, all right, let's use this as an example. So you have the cup and you have the handle. Okay, so basically if this were, because it's basically a cup and handle, basically if it were to play out and kind of drift up like that, it would supposed to be the distance between the base of the cup and, you know, the cup, the bowl distance. So therefore, if it were to break out, you know, we would have kind of took us up to here. And I think that line was up to the 61.8 retracement levels from that dip. Approximately. That's why I was kind of liking us going hard. Now, if it goes the other way, it's the same. It's the same bowl. If it kind of rejects it, it's the same thing, but to the downside, you know. And that, I'm not sure if that's technical out the book when you talk about patterns and stuff, but that's my experience. A rejection always seems to go the other way hard and about the same distance as you was expected to go when it was going to break out. So look at the stochastics turning around, the volume increase, and it's just, this doesn't look good at all. And you know, if you want to call this some support right there, and it's kind of through it, so that is the possibility for a short right there to maybe get to its old lows. But like I said, I suck at shorts. I need to do it. You said the malaria drug is being used widely. If it were silver bullet, we would have known about it already. Okay, I like that. Yeah, so that's why I guess that's why I'm like, what's going on with that drug? Because the biggest news, I think, is I think it's the J&J thing, right? And the malaria was until J&J announced it a couple days ago, and then all of a sudden I'm not really hearing a lot about this malaria drug thing. I don't know, man. I just think they're throwing things out there to see if it sticks. But, nothing's going to... I mean, New York can't even flatten the curve, we know more people's going to have the case because more people are getting tested. They're getting more tests. That number's going to be really growing exponentially, if I said that right, exponentially. But the deaths, there's even those are rising. There's no hope yet. You're not seeing it happen, and they've been on stay at home for a while now, and I don't know. It's just, you know what? And then I'm going to tell you from the way I feel, my point of view, and even talking to my girlfriend and people at the job, this sucks. It's kind of the mood, it's just somber. It's just like, it's a weird feeling. And so I think with that feeling, it just doesn't even make you bullish. It makes you think the world is coming to an end. I'm not saying it is or isn't, but that's the feeling you almost got. It's like, it's first it's okay, stores is closed, but then it starts to become the regular, and it just gets like, people got vacation, can't take it, everything's closed, and everything, it's just different. We thought it was going to be for a few days, a few weeks, but it doesn't. This is going to be months. They talking about when's the new, they're going to, at least till April 30th or 20th at least, and I don't even think that's a good date. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. You want hope. Yeah, hope. And this rally that we had, it was some hope in there. It was hope. And then the hope is gone. Hope goes away quick. Anyway, there's nothing to hang your hat on, really. It's just, you keep seeing these death numbers, and you've seen New York, with FEMA put 85 reefer trailers to hold those bodies. What kind of hope is that? 85 reefer trailers? Now, I know they just can't sit on the streets. Somebody's got to drive that trailer. How would you like having... I got a lot of truckers following me. How would you like having a load of bodies? It's just, oh, man. And I imagine... I don't know what they're going to do with those bodies. I imagine they're just going to be stored. So I don't think they're going to sit next to the hospitals, too many. So they're probably going to rent out a field or something, maybe City Field or some place where they can store these trailers. And I don't know. It's just even talking about it. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't want to be that driver who's got to move that trailer. Anyway, you said what's a reefer? A refrigerated trailer. So if you pull up, that's the same trailer that holds meats and anything that needs to be cold. They can get down to 20, 30 below. Ice cream, some medication needs to be temperature. Yeah, so a temperature controlled trailer. So pull it up on just type in reefer trailer New York City or trailers New York City, and then even on Twitter you see the raw videos of them loading these bodies into the trailers. Type in trailer Corona New York or something like that, and then click the videos tab so you can just see all the videos, and then you'll see them doing that. It's like, oh, okay. Maybe I can bring it up here. I'll bring up my Twitter. TWITER. And let me see, I'm going to do search trailer, Corona NYC. Oh, I typed in the wrong thing. Where's my search? Trailer Corona NYC. Click on this video tabs. Trailers. Trailer NYC. Here's one.
Bodies. There's a truck that we're gonna put fucking bodies into. I think it should be their bodies. This is full of the bodies. The second load. I'll show y'all this motherfucker.
Well, there you have it. There you have it, man. See, that's what's going on. And there's more videos of different trailers being loaded. They load them, putting forklifts and putting the bodies in there. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. And they can't even do it like in like a courtyard of the hospital. Right there on the street. Right there on the street side. Let's get the bodies lined up on, you know, it's just, how could you be an investor in that environment, you know? And that's just the beginning. This is the beginning, you know. So that was one trailer. There was a few bodies in there, and there's some videos with other trailers, and you can kind of see what the body ratio is to the space of a trailer, if that makes any sense. Now think of this: they ordered 85 trailers, 85. So how many bodies are they predicting? I always feel that that there's something they ain't telling us. I've been feeling like that from day one, and I still feel like that. Anyway, I don't want to turn it into a conspiracy type video. I just wanted to show you my so-called breakout's not going to work. So I had to quickly reverse, get out of my positions, and just watch. I'm just going to watch it go down to about here. I want to do that numbers video. I got to take a screenshot. And what sucks is because I wanted to take the screenshot yesterday of the numbers because that's the end of the month. But so these numbers are going to be down because I lost a couple grand today. Yeah, so they're going to be reduced by a couple grand. Anyway, that's it. But hey, I'm still doing well. You know, that's why I'm like, you know, I'm out. I'm taking it. You ain't taking my money back. You know, they took some back, but I'll get it back. I can't trade a market. It's even making me depressed. I'm not good at trading a market like this for the most part. I need some kind of stability, you know, and preferably going up. That volatility's got to go away. Even though you get great premium, I was getting paid selling those 2200s. But the reason why I'm getting paid like that, well, of course, volatility is up because the stock can actually get there. You know what I mean? So it's like a catch-22. You can't look at it like, oh wow, look at that premium I'm getting way out of the. No, it's paying like that because it can get there like that. You know, get like that tomorrow. So I had put those on way up here, and somewhere up here, let's say 2600. And here we are at 2470 already. A couple of days, we're already 200 points down. So a couple more days, another 200 points. So we're at 24, 23, we'll be at 2270 in a couple more days. And then next thing, yeah, so it's like, at the time I put them trades on, I was like, man, I'm like 600-700 S&Ps out of the money. That's like crazy. Like, it'll never get there. Yeah. If you sell puts, don't be too greedy. What does he say? Don't be too greedy and take a lower strike price. Make some money. You saying don't be too greedy and take a lower strike price? Don't be too greedy. And I did take a lower strike prices. I was put it this way. I was selling like the 13 deltas, the 13. So that gives me, according to the delta rule, an 87% chance of success, right? And a 13% chance of not being successful. So it's a pretty high probability trade. But here's the thing: when you sell puts, you got to be able to take the pain, because if the stock starts moving that way, you're gonna see losses. If it's moving that way, you're going to see losses, and you need to hold on and trust the probabilities. You need to hold on, right? But I learned, when you have a VIX this high, I don't trust the probabilities like that, because the stocks are moving too fast, even though that's supposed to be in the number, right? Because it's implied. So the actual volatility, generally, the reason why the trade works, because implied volatility is always more than actual volatility. So, but in this kind of market, I don't think so. You got to really, and I can't stomach that. So I could have put on smaller trades. My trades were kind of big. Yeah, I trade big. I trade big size. So maybe I should probably take smaller, tinier positions, and then I can, just say, if it doesn't make it, it doesn't make it. But I don't know. That's just the way I trade. So why did you have to close it out? Yeah, just because it's just, I don't trust it. I think we're gonna be at 2,200 by Monday, as we just figured out. And these trades I had them laddered actually. Some that expired next week, some that expired in 14 days, and I think 30, and I think 45 days, somewhere around there, something like that. I can't remember, but I had like about 3 to 4 trades, and laddered out all around the 20. I think one was at 2,100 even. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to put them back on, though. When we reach around this number, I'll put them right back on to whatever the 13 delta is at the time. Hopefully the VIX is kind of higher, and then I can get maybe a better price. Because I think we'll, I don't know. We're not going to, I don't think we're slicing through that bottom. I think that bottom is actually going to hold. I think when we get down there, I really do think that is the bottom. Now, a lot of other people think the same way. So if it doesn't happen, kind of like what happened today, if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen, it's, everybody's going to be selling it, because everybody thought that bottom was going to hold and all of that. And then we have developed, I was just looking at this H here. You see this kind of going like that, and it goes like that. I'll call it like a H, the H pattern. Right there in that hump is where the H, just before the downturn, it could be a bullish pattern. But now it's starting to H. And here's an example of that. And that example is right here. Oh, shoot. Right above me. See it coming down? And then here, the same thing. And you see what happened? Right there. See, when I zoom in, it kind of messes it up. Let me zoom out so you can see it, I guess. Yeah, so it comes down. Then right here gives you a little hope that we're going to break out, and then straight down, right? It doesn't happen. So the same thing is happening here. Coming down, up, a little hope, and then straight down. And we do something like that. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. So as long as it's, even though I'm way out of the money with those puts back again, as long as it's going down, I'm losing money. Unless it's going to expire like tomorrow. Anyway, but since I believe it's going to go down there now, I actually think those numbers will be tested. I'm just going to be out. I'm not even going to play and hold on and keep faith in the probabilities, No, it will not be the bottom. No, you don't think so? I think so. I'm kind of lying. Let's put it this way. I really got into my feelings right there. I hope so. Okay, is that a better word? I hope so. Let me pull out. Let me go to the monthly. This thing could get ugly, man, if that doesn't hold. I'm trying to. I guess I'll get rid of all these drawings. Yeah, I mean, if. Oh, goodness, here's 22. If that doesn't hold, 1,800 right down to here. Maybe 2,000. Yeah, I'm going to say 2,000. I hate that I'm even drawing these lines. Or 1,800 if we break this 2,200 low. And look at that. Look how the lines are actually, for the most part, symmetrical. They're damn near the same thing. Yeah, they basically all 200 points apart. But we're 400 points to get to that 2,200. And if we look how we're drawing these candles. I mean, we might get another candle just like this. And bring it down to here. And yeah. It's just going to be, look at this. This is not even trying to reverse the slow stochastic. I like this. This is my favorite indicator. I really like to see when they cross over. It's generally a good buy. Right here, look up here, good buy point. It's one of the better indicators. So when it's coming down and it's so spread apart, it's basically telling you that it's not gonna happen. It's basically telling you we're going lower. So when I look at the monthly, it's like, but remember, I was just playing the long. I was just playing long up to. I just wanted to go to 2,800. That's all I was playing this for. I was thinking we was gonna go to here. And then come down, but we didn't. So since we didn't, that's what makes me think we come down even more vicious. We couldn't even do a standard 50% retracement, So I think we go actually at least to those lows, and as you say, titanium, even lower. If hopefully it holds though. If we slice through that thing like butter, that's not going to be good at all. Oh man, hopefully we get a little hold and play around down there. But if it slices through, look out below. Oh man, look at all that stuff you wrote. You said, why did you have to sell? So I do. I had some weeklies on. See, the weeklies have high gamma risk, meaning the numbers could change drastically depending on the volatility and the price movement. Like, you could have, I'll use an example, like say a stock is the weekly option and your damn near stock is a dime, right? You could buy it back for a dime, which you should if that happens. But if the stock starts going up, next thing you know, that dime is 50 cents. Next thing you know, it's $1 if it stops going, it'll really reverse on you hard, So the volatility is like insane, and I guess that's what they call gamma risk. I can't explain it like that, but that's what it is. So when you have that move kind of against you, I mean, that price is moving, So that's what happens with the weeklies. The bottom is a time of max pain. Yes, it is. Yeah, because I didn't really see capitulation. Even though when I started thinking about that last time we hit the bottom, I was like, was that? It didn't feel like capitulation, but it was pretty bad. And I was thinking, maybe that was like a secret capitulation. Oh, man, I don't know. But, yeah, I know that capitulation, it might be where they closed the market. When they hit the top circuit breaker, was it 17%, I think? 13? No. The first circuit breaker is 7, second one's 13. And I think where they just closed the market and be done with it for the day. Was that 17, 18? Something like that. Maybe that's capitulation. Actually, if that happens, the next day is probably going to open even lower. But then maybe that move will be capitulation. But it's going to be ugly. It feels when you have no hope. And that's what that last route, that right there, it kind of felt that way. It didn't feel like capitulation, but it felt like there was no hope. It was just like, oh, man, we all doomed. Right? And yeah, we'll see what happens. You can make money selling weeklies. You can make money by selling weeklies on Friday to get the whole 7 day. Yeah, maybe I don't know. I like my sweet spot I like them all, but put it this way: if I want to, it depends on how fast I think the move is, or it kind of depends. But where I tend to make the most money is around that 14-day weekly. That's been working for me. That 14-day, so I like that. And then when I think I want a little bit more time, for the 30-day. So I kind of mess with the 14 and the 30, right? And then I'll play around the 45 area if I want to get way out. I want to try to get way out and just try to, get those crumbs, before it even thinks about turning the other way. So that's where I kind of hang out at. If I want to play it like Amazon, remember I thought it was going higher. I sold that week monthly. Instead of buying a call right here, I will sell a at the money put spread, a wide put spread. And I feel that works better than just buying a call. At least if it just kind of hovers a little bit, I'm still going to be right and making money. And when it starts going up, oh man, those calls really depreciate fast. You know what I mean? So calls. I'm sorry, to put. So I like selling at the money puts on something that I think is gonna go up like this. Sometimes if I'm really bullish, I'll buy a call. I'll just straight up buy the call. But you gotta be right. You gotta be right. It better go. And with stocks like this, man, the theta's huge. If it doesn't happen, man, you're gonna lose like $200 a day. Messing around with that. So I'd rather make $200 a day waiting for the move by selling it than risking $200 a day, with the up move. So anyway, if that makes any sense. All right, Titanium, it was me and you, it looks like, and I appreciate you being in here, but I am very tired and I gotta go to bed. But let's hope this thing, I don't know, man. I like high markets. That makes me feel good. We was talking about feeling good. I like when markets are going up. I feel good. Everything bare. It kind of just fits in with the scenario. All right. Yeah, I'm gone. So comment. I'm Dre Trades on Instagram and Twitter. This is Dre right here. Comment in the video if you missed it. Like the bell, and then we could talk that way. And of course, click the bell so you know when I do these videos. Normally I do them way before. Damn, what the hell's wrong with me? No, normally I do it way before this time, but I got home late. That's why I'm still in uniform and all that. And I was trading on my phone. I just, I hate doing that. When I trade on my phone, I generally lose. When I'm making a trade on the phone, I'm losing money. Or sometimes, I might be on the right side of the trade and the market opens up big and I'm getting out of positions. Then I'm making money. There's these little white, I don't know what the hell is. Anyway, all right, so thanks for watching. I'll check y'all out. And Titanium, I appreciate you, man. Peace out.